Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening. I'm thrilled that you're here, and let's manifest exactly what you want. So, I want to talk to you today about detachment and how you can use detachment in your manifesting process. I'm just going to briefly talk through a couple of beliefs that I have about detachment, and then just talk about how you can use it, like I said. So, I don't believe that if you don't detach, that your manifestation is automatically blocked, or that you have to detach to receive your end result or your manifestation. I believe that you can be what we would consider attached to the end result and still get it. However, I do think attachment to an end result can have feelings associated with it that don't feel good. And the way I feel when I'm experiencing sort of an attachment to an end result is kind of desperate, kind of really needy, like an anxiousness about like doing extra techniques, or like what can I do? Maybe I'll watch a bunch of manifesting videos, and I enjoy watching manifesting videos, or listening to manifesting podcasts or reading manifesting books. I love all of that. I just think it's fascinating to learn about. But usually when I'm doing that from a place of joy and enjoyment. And when I'm in an attachment kind of energy for a specific manifestation, I'm doing that from a place of desperation. And like if I'm looking for the next piece of information that can get me the end result that I really want. And I'm not saying I've never manifested from there, but I don't feel good when I'm in that kind of state of mind, when I'm in that state of being. And so I like to get to a place, and I've felt that way about a lot of different manifestations that I've gotten. There were different stages of my manifestation with my specific person that I definitely felt really attached to the outcome and a little bit desperate when I was doing my manifesting techniques. And I got my end result. There were other parts of that process where I was able to kind of detach from the end result and be like, you know what, I'm fine. I really want this. I want this, but I don't need this. I don't need this to live my life. I don't need this to get other manifestations. And so I think that's a really helpful way of looking at it, is you really want something, you desire it, but you don't need it. So a lot of people think detachment is no longer wanting what you're manifesting. And some people do find themselves getting to that place in their manifesting process where they really don't want the thing anymore. They don't want what they're manifesting anymore. And that's okay, but it's not a requirement. So I want you to hear that. It's not a requirement. I know a lot of times, especially in romantic relationships, or when you're manifesting a specific person, or when you're manifesting something that you like have to have, like you're trying to get your rent paid or something like that. When people say like you have to stop wanting it, well, nobody stops wanting their rent paid, right? No one stops wanting a romantic relationship if that's what they really want. So I think that the idea of totally getting to a place where you no longer want something is not necessary to manifest it. I even think you can manifest it from a place where you still have some attachment, but I think it feels better to detach. And I do think you can allow, like you really allow your manifestations to come to you. And I think that allowing process is much easier from a place of detachment. So I was talking to someone recently about detaching when they really wanted a romantic relationship. And this is something that I worked with in myself, in my manifesting process, and over the course of my life, manifesting romantic relationships. And I really got to the place where I love being in a romantic relationship. I love it so much. I love being with my specific person. But also, there are things that I enjoyed about being single. Now, I didn't always focus on those things that I enjoyed, but I enjoyed my life more when I focused on what I liked about my single life. When I was single, I enjoyed myself more than when I was just kind of a victim state, or thinking about how, woe is me, am I ever going to find a person? Am I ever going to be in a relationship in times where I was single? And so I even like to find specific things that I enjoyed about being single, like watching whatever I want on television. So if you're single right now and you're manifesting a specific person or a romantic relationship, and you're feeling that kind of desperate, attached energy to like, I really got to have it, I'm manifesting, try to look for those things that you enjoy about your life now. Now, does it mean that you can't, I'm not saying, stop manifesting your specific person or stop manifesting a romantic relationship. Definitely keep focused on that. Just find places inside of yourself where you really enjoy things. And maybe that's enjoying things in your imagination with your person. Even though they're not here in the 3D with you right now, maybe you enjoy something in your imagination. Or maybe that is enjoying something in the 3D with you as a single person or you by yourself. So I hope that is helpful, and I intend that you manifest exactly what you want. Thank you so much for listening.